Hey there, UK users. Today I have the full review of the QSP Falcon in Damascus. This was made by QSP, who are a Chinese company that strive for quality, service, price, hence QSP. It's available on Heine Haynes at least for, I think this is 145 for the Damascus, yep, and 154 if you want the plain S35 VN steel blade. So yeah, this is not my knife. This is on loan to me from Chris Green. So thank you very much, Chris, for trusting me with this. It's a wonderful little piece. So I'll have this back to you as soon as I can, man. Warranty. It's a limited lifetime warranty. It's fairly standard. They're very keen to void it if you disassemble it and ruin it. If you it's fairly par for the course. If you do anything to ruin it, they're not going to cover it. And they give you basic instructions. Don't use it as a lever, all that kind of stuff. So I'll link that in the description so you can go and check that out for yourself. It should have been on screen as well there. Box it comes in is actually pretty nice. It's, you know, a fairly sturdy, you know, not overly expensive. It's just cardboard, but it's, you know, it doesn't just feel like a cheap crappy cardboard box they picked up off a shelf. And you get this really quite wonderful sheath with it. Like, I really do like this. I like the deep cherry red kind of colour on that. The knife fits in there very well. Absolutely sort of hides that you're carrying a knife because it just covers it all up. Problem is I mean, you're certainly not getting that out in a hurry, and because of the colour, it's, unless you're covering it with a coat or something, or you've got your shirt over it, wherein you'll have to lift your shirt or coat to access it, it's probably going to attract a lot of eyes, you know, because it is quite a nice thing to look at. So, you know, if I saw this on someone's waist, I'd certainly be wondering, oh, what's in that? But it is very nice nonetheless. However, from a purely practical standpoint, it's just such a shame. If we were allowed to carry whatever and it wasn't such a culture of fear, I'd love this. But because it is, I'd be more inclined to go with a black version just to be more subtle and boring. But there you go. That's the nature of the country we live in here. So there we go. So that's that. So onto the knife itself. The action on this is quite nice. You get a nice solid half stop there, and you get a definite click at that half stop, and then it just opens straight into that. You can see it's quite eager to bounce back into that lock position. It's nice and smooth. It's not tight or anything like that. And then gently goes into there. It doesn't accelerate at all, which is a problem with a lot of half stops that I can go to. Even right there, it's still not accelerating. So I mean, that's pretty damn good. A lot of them are very eager to just snap straight up into that half stop, and if your finger's there where it snaps, it's you know, the thought is that it will slam the blade into your finger. Not so on this one, and it snaps back about there, and it's got a very satisfying thud. So yeah, the action on this, at least I personally am very satisfied with that. There's a little sharpening choil, no finger choil, and if you were to close this on yourself, so if you're holding it right up there, this will push your finger out of the way, which is good. If you're holding it about there, no dice. So yeah, if you're holding it just behind this carbon fibre bit, and you close it on yourself, it may well cut you. But that's pretty much the nature of most slip joints, sadly. But there you go. The spring isn't super weak or anything. I'll throw the spring scale chart on the screen for you now and show you where this ranks. That'll also be in the link in the description if you want to go and have a proper look at that. The washers on this, I've had a good look in there with a flashlight, and I can confirm they are both phosphor bronze, so cool on that one, no issues there. You get yourself the titanium bolsters, the wonderful, like I really do like the carbon fibre CF. It's just something different because there's so much of just the standard carbon fibre. I mean, goodness, it's just like, yeah, okay, I get it, carbon fibre. Whereas this one's got, you know, just a really nice, pleasing pattern to it. So definitely big props for that. If you end up going for the S35 VN blade version, you know, I don't know, you're just looking more at practicality than beauty, or you just particularly don't like Damascus, you still get this style of carbon fibre, so that might be a boon for some, a bust for others. But yeah, I quite like. I think, you know, it's nice and different, and I think that's very well done. You get yourself your lanyard hold just here, which is pretty standard, you know, just an average lanyard hold. You get a T6 on this side, which has nothing on this side, which is quite nice. A T8 on this side, which has just got their logo on the other side, and that leaves you with a very simple, sort of almost hardwareless, at least on the show side, design, which I very much like. Holding this thing, yeah, I mean, it's not like it slots into your hand or anything. It's, you know, I've certainly had knives that you can get a much better grip on, but it's really not bad at all either. I mean, it's probably exactly what you're thinking. You know, this one's just, it, you know, does as it looks, I guess. No jimping, of course, and it's completely ambidextrous, even though the nail nick's only on the, you know, right hand side, well, the left hand side, but for right-handed people. Actually opening it, you know, if I was going to do it left-handed, I guess, well, right-handed, but it doesn't matter. You can just, there's so much there, you can just pinch it nice and happily. I've not noticed any blade wrap or anything in using this. I do believe there's a stop pin in there, right at the edge there. Yeah, you can sort of see that, so that's a non-issue. And fit and finish on this overall is, I mean, in my opinion, don't get me wrong, it's not like, it's not going to win like super awards or anything. You know, they've done the whole thing where they've chamfered it here just so that it doesn't have to be flush, but you can see none of it really pokes up or anything like that on the spring. I mean, have a look for yourself. Like, I can't see any real mistakes in the carbon fibre there. And on the other side as well. And yeah, carbon fibre, it's quite easy to get like pitting marks and things like that into it. I mean, for instance, in this Luna, just see that mark there. It's very easy to do that on carbon fibre. And I've had a couple of knives that have had lines through it or cracks or stuff like that. This one, at least this one in my hands, is perfect. I don't see any errors in it whatsoever. Nothing. So, like I said, though, it's not done to a level where it obviously took a lot of skill to get it to all line up and stuff. It's done quite simply, but it's done very well. So, yeah, the fit and finish on this, I've no issues with. Absolutely, really no blade play, nothing. It's solid as a rock in there, and yet you still get your nice smooth action, which is excellent. Very, very happy to see that. Blade material, I think on this one is VG10 sandwiched in between these two Damascus layers. I heard Love Them Knives say it was VG10 in the centre, but I can't find anything to back that up myself. So Damascus steel, I guess, is all they're saying it is, but I'm 99% sure it's something else in the middle there. It's not really ever a good idea, I don't think, to have a solid Damascus blade. You wanna layer it. Usually is the idea. Anyway, I've used this a little bit just for opening some parcels and opening a couple of letters and things like that, and it's just performed admirably. It's just sliced right through that, as you might expect. It hasn't dulled at all. So, but I mean, I wouldn't expect any real, like, not even HCR 13 should have dulled after just doing what I've done with it. So, you know, there's that. Lovely little sharpening choil, which you're going to need with some Damascus. Good luck to Chris when he sharpens this, because that's probably the main reason I don't have a Damascus blade yet. It's just because I know I will wreck that Damascus when I sharpen it. Let's have a look at the old centering. Yeah, look at that. Centered, that's absolutely fine. And we'll do the little length comparison there. So here we go. We've got it against a Victorinox Pioneer. There's the classic, the UK PK, and it's just about the same size, to be honest. Your little dinky one, just in case that's all you've got. And we'll bring out the lock knives, just in case that's all you've got where you're from. There's a Buck 110, and it's obviously a fair bit smaller than that. The PM2, a Benchmade 940, it's a lot closer to, and it's probably going to be right around the same size as a mini grip. So I think this is a quite a lovely knife. I was really tempted to buy this, and I still might. They're currently out of stock on Heine, so that's not really going to happen right now, but I actually am really fond of the Damascus on this. I think this is a beautiful little thing, and for the price, the materials you're getting, and the presentation of that steel is just lovely. The S35VN one will be a great knife to use, but I definitely wouldn't be getting that one personally, just because I think half the selling point of this is just how nice that is, in my opinion. I mean, like I said, I've had some Damascus before, and it was, you know, pot metal Damascus, I believe. This stuff is really nice, really well done. But yeah, it's, like I said, 145. The only Damascus competitor at sort of like a budget range that you could get to this would be the Damascus Higo no Kami knives. You can get a brass one of these with Damascus, and I think that's only about £50. So if you really want Damascus and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this needs some attention. You can just get that. I think this is, I'm much more likely to use this, you know, as an actual carry knife. Like this is my desk knife, really. Just because it's, you know, it's not comfortable for opening boxes for a long time with this thing. This is very much you open it, use it, just do whatever you got to do with it, and then this one's, you could use this for a long time. There's no pinching down here, no sharp edges. It's all lovely and chamfered. So the price tag, I think it's fine. You're getting titanium, you're getting carbon fiber, you're getting Damascus or S35VN, depending on what you want. I think that's absolutely fine for what you're getting for that. You can, however, especially on the S35VN one, get things like the Heine Haynes Slipstream, which is S35VN and all titanium, and that's like £90 or something thereabouts. So it's not the best value, but it's certainly not ultra expensive either. But I think it's an absolutely fine value, and I may well, if there's no other knives for review to purchase, and I've just got some spare cash, I may well pick up one of these later down the line. I've still got that Andre de Villiers on my list, which I'm very much looking at getting one, but this is going to be added to the if I have spare money and nothing else to buy, I will absolutely be picking up one of these. However, since I've already reviewed it, that's going to be on the low priority list now. But yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for lending this to me, Chris. It's been an absolute pleasure to review this. Cheers.